Welcome home. We are WNST, AM 1570, Towson, Baltimore. We are Baltimore Positive. This is the Maryland Crab Cake Tour with cookies and with panettone and with sausages and kielbasa. It's all brought to you by the Maryland Lottery. Also, our friends at GBMC getting us out on the road. 6 shows in about 11 days. We're still going to be at Honey's in Halethorpe before it's over with. Next week, we're going to be at Costas in Dundalk with Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Gina Schock, honoring my dear friend Ed Lauer, who's had a heart transplant in the last month. I mean, I got friends staying alive. We've had friends leaving us. And then next Friday, we're going to be with cousins, with family. We're going to be at Gertrude's at the BMA. My son married into the Shields family, and John Shields, one of the most famous chefs in town. He'll do 7 fishes with me. I'm down here at DiPasquale doing 7 fishes. Roderick's is going to be with me. He's Portuguese, and he does 7 fishes next week at Gertrude's. And then we're going to be doing party hats, New Year's Eve hats with our friends at Planet Fitness on the 22nd in Timonium, brand new location. We're going to be having a Costas crab cake there and trying to work off all these damn pistachio. What is this cookie? What is this? This is a pistachio. What
cookie
is this?
With almond paste.
It's pasty
it's
and tasty.
Nice, chewy.
Well, I got some coffee in
Moist.
here. What kind of coffee you serve in this joint?
We actually import that. It's called Universal. Comes from Italy.
How about
I'm going to get a couple.
Yeah, my uncle does that.
Yeah.
Dark? You got a dark roast for me?
You want a cup?
No. Let me get some
You
of that.
want a cup?
Caringi. I'm in an Italian place. She keeps wanting to feed me.
That's
Can I
what
get
we're
2
going to
cups of
do. That's what
coffee?
we do.
Yeah.
Feed him. You don't come into an Italian place without eating
All right.
and drinking.
This is our seasonal. What's a Christmas for the Caringi family? What's Christmas going to be like in your house? I've met your kids. I know your wife. By the way, I wore something for you. And a lot of times I stand up. I don't know if I can get it
wore
into the
something?
shot. Yeah, my belt buckle. It's my belt buckle collection.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm going to take it off right now. I'm going to hold it up. What band did you and I have dinner together at Ruth's Chris with our wives in a booth before seeing?
Chicago.
You like that?
Yeah.
So I've been to dinner with him and his wife. So,
Hey, Chaco, did you see that?
so I wore my
His
Chicago.
father loves
I
Chicago.
wore my Chicago belt today.
His-
Saturday.
His father, the late Johnny
think it was
Pachaco,
the 4th of July.
legendary soccer coach, he loves Chicago.
All right. So now that I'll take my pants off here, and I got my belt buckle out.
Jesus.
So what's
Speaking
a
of sausage.
what's a that big sausage is Darren. We're talking. Let's talk about your Christmas. What's a Christmas in a because I see you as paisan. I'm going to World Cup, Italian. I'm figuring you had feasted of 7 fishes, and you looked at me like, no, we get Polish kielbasa and sauerkraut.
My wife makes all the dinner, and then obviously if we're here because my daughter lives out of town, so we kind of flip-flop.
Are you here this year or you're away this year?
Away.
Where's away? Where's daughter?
Houston.
It's going to be warmer.
Yeah, well,
It's a little different when you go somewhere for Christmas and there's like palm trees. You know, it's a little different.
warmer. Yeah, a lot warmer down there for sure. But we all have the dinner. We open the presents.
Is that ham, turkey? What are you doing?
They have it all. I mean,
They just have food.
I mean,
You're
so many-
Italian. All
he'll tell you how many different plates you have. It's you get fed, and then you get fed again, and then you sit there and watch football, and then you get fed again.
Drink.
The kids play with the toys, and then you get fed.
Let me give you an Italian story, and I was about to tell you about a wedding I attended in West Philadelphia, and I was going to say her name, and you know her. Monica DeCandelo's wedding. Monica, I love you, Monica Yakel. Lacrosse stud, kids, husband who trained me. Monica got married, and she was my friend. She was the UMBC lacrosse coach. I had a UMBC lacrosse shirt, and he got pissed. He's like, why don't you have a soccer shirt? Why do you wear a lacrosse shirt? I'm like, well, Monica gave me a shirt, so I wear it. If Tom Sullivan would have given me a basketball shirt, I would have worn that.
I gave him a bunch of shirts.
I've worn your soccer shirt. Believe me, I wore it when UMBC pulled the big upset. I wore it around Disney World the next day. I had a UMBC soccer
And
shirt.
everybody was like, "What is
Well, it's
that?"
really bright yellow, like the turf up. So the bees were following me around because I was wearing yellow. So Monica got married, and this is before I was married. I was single, and I went to her wedding alone, stag, because she had really good-looking lacrosse friends too. But this is 25 years, a long time, maybe 30 years. I have to ask Monica when her wedding was, late 90s. And I went up stag to this wedding. It was an Italian wedding, man. Her family's Italian, West Philly Italian, like Villanova. And if she's listening, you know I love you. I have never in my life been anywhere. And I've been to commissioners' parties in the NFL. I've been to parties where, like, Roman gods. I was at a party that Castro threw in Cuba once.
Whoa.
I have never been to anything like an Italian wedding. Like, the amount of food that was served at Monica's wedding, still 30 years later, I'm talking about it. And I think of it, Greek too, don't get me started. I'll be at Greek places all week. They just keep trying to let your booty grow. They keep bringing me more food. And you've been trying to feed me. But this Feast of the Seven Fishes, I'm trying to understand it. I don't know that I like fish this much. And I know it's got really weird, I said smoked mussels. I talked about that yesterday. Stuff that I have never, I say weird, just stuff I haven't tried, right?
It doesn't have to be smoked. It's just you have to at least eat 7 because it's a lucky number. It's a holy number.
Oh, 7's a number.
Like
Okay.
the 7 sacraments.
7 mussels?
Okay, so.
No, like 7 of each
different
different fish,
Oh.
yeah.
All right.
And we actually celebrated at my aunt's house in Highland Town. We all pack up in a small townhome, and it's a feast.
So you've been doing 7 fishes all of your life?
Yes. Yeah.
All right, so.
Christmas Eve.
Domenico's here. He is the son. You run the place, or your dad? Who runs the place?
It's a group effort. Me, my dad, my mom.
What's your official
sister.
role? Do you have a job description? And families don't work like that, but I'm trying to get my clone.
My
aunt
role
clone
is
to
just
have
the
roles.
bust chops, Just make sure
He's the next in line.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean he's got it easy. He probably got it hard.
No, he's got it hard.
I'm always thinking about
Why do
work,
you think my kid doesn't work for me?
Yeah.
Right? Seriously, right? I mean,
Yeah.
he's a nice guy. He's nicer than me. It's why he doesn't work for me.
My dad and I work together. We butt heads all the time, but it's
Italian
a good
family.
It's a yin and yang kind of thing,
Would it make a good sitcom? Would it make like a good
Oh
television show?
yeah. We should have GoPros
Like
on
the
us at all
Choppers
times,
guys, like one of those television shows here.
Why don't we do that? That'd be good.
All right, so your Feast of the Seven Fishes is different. It's not a set meal. It can be any 7 fishes. Or
No, it could be any 7 fish. We just have the ones we like.
What
the
is
most.
Forno, by the way? Because you started on that, and I don't know enough about it.
Forno is where we used to be. It's where we used to be located, and it's now like a restaurant with pasta, pizza, cocktails.
It's your home space.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
So we have the building already, so we just decided to do something with it for the community. Totally different concept from here, but really fun atmosphere.
All right, so let's go through this here and tell me what these are and explain these dishes to me so I don't have to AI them. Because I don't know what seafood arancini might mean. I know what arancini.
Do you know what bacala is?
Bobby Bacala was in The Sopranos.
Yeah, so bacala is salted cod. So when you get it, it's almost dry cured, and you have to soak it in water for 3 days, and then you cook with it. So normally you do this in like a tomato broth stew.
So I grew
That's
up
one of my favorite
I
things.
grew up in rednecks in East Baltimore, and my mother overcooked everything. So I love my mom. Mom, I love you, and she made some things that I really loved, and some things that I really missed now that she's gone. But we were not exotic. My dad was poor from Scranton, Pennsylvania, Irish family. My mom grew up in the deep South, Abbeville, South Carolina, so a lot of her cooking had more of a southern, black southern kind of tradition to it. And but we never did smoked anything. We never did salted fishes. Fish in my house was my dad picking up some perch frozen, and my mom would just do something with it. Salmon cakes. Now, religious, my family, fish on Friday 52 weeks a year in my house. It wasn't like you're going to go to hell or jail, but my parents served seafood on Friday. Pasta on Thursday. Thursday was always Italian. Friday was that's the kind of house I grew up in. My family,
this
right?
is the same
So
thing.
a lot of things that I've come to in life, Asian food and things that I love, have come to me by trying it. So salted fishes, I think of anchovies, right?
It's not like that at all. Not like that at all. Very tender and fleshy, meaty.
I want to try some new things. I'm always down with that. I'm going to try your new coffee here in a minute, too. All right, so seven fishes. Bacala is salted fish and potato bruschetta. Okay.
Well,
so,
you soak it. It's not as salted because you soak it for so long, the salt comes out and it rehydrates.
So it's fishy.
Yeah. No, it's not fishy at all. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Seafood, Eric, what kind of seafood you putting in that?
We're going to put shrimp in that and the arancini are rice balls that you deep fry, and it's stuffed with like cheese, the seafood.
Grilled prawn trapanese.
Grilled. I mean, they're just
Grilled
giant.
shrimp.
Yeah, grilled shrimp.
All right.
Yep.
Ensalada de polpo.
That is octopus salad.
That's the cold you have in the
No,
thing
this
here,
one
no?
we're gonna grill to order, so it's not gonna be served cold. It's
grilled
gonna be,
calamari.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not cold.
Grilled
Okay.
octopus. Yeah.
See, when I see ensalada, I'm thinking that's a cold. I'm glad I'm talking to you about this because all these things I look at this, I'm like, I ain't eating this, and it's not even the Dundalk in me. It's just sort of like I don't even know what this is. Poached lobster over beluga beans. Beluga beans are like butter beans, like lima
Exactly,
beans.
yep.
Now my wife puts those in soup. They're delicious. All right, stuffed calamari. There's 2 octopuses on this out of the 7 here.
No, octopus and calamari are different. Calamari is squid. Octopus, 8 arms.
I'm getting this.
Calamari.
I got to
6.
get Nancy down here to educate me and translate. Clams posolipo chitara.
That is our pasta entree with aliquitata.
What's aliquitata?
It's pasta, but it's pressed through guitar strings.
Okay.
So it's a square shape instead of round. When you like a spaghetti.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a square spaghetti?
Yeah, it's
smaller
a square
than a
spaghetti.
linguine, though.
Yes. Yeah.
Like a teeny weeny linguine.
Yeah.
Fine.
I might change the name to that.
Well, it mean a hell of a lot more than Possipal Chitata would mean around here. I'll tell you that right now.
Chitata means guitar, so it's an instrument you use to make the pasta, the shape of it.
What's posolipo? What is that? Get the damn translator
I might need to
out
get the
here.
chef over here.
No, I'm just going to put this
Get
in
the
and
chef.
just translate it to Italian is what I'm going to do.
Yeah,
and
great.
see what it does. But you said
Get your file
it's
over
clam something guitar.
Yeah.
And my translate's going to not know what to do with that. You're
Oh,
eating
yeah.
the clams or eating the guitar. Feast of the 7 Fish shows at Forno. And you sell, I would think, and this was just me thinking a little drive down here. I didn't think about another restaurant. I figured people would be coming in here to have a Feast of the 7 Fishes and find things they can find here that they probably can't find in other places.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yes, but it will be held at the Forno location. So
All
we
right.
do have wine there, but not we don't have groceries or anything like that.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's get up there.
So then
Forno.
that means you have to come here first, get all your stuff, and then you go up there for the feast.
When is the feast? Anytime?
December 23rd.
All right.
Yep.
Where's Forno?
Forno is the old location. On
See,
Gulf
I'm
Street.
home
Oh,
alone
on
for the
Gulf
holidays
Street.
this year.
Yeah.
I'm like, my wife's with her family.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do something family oriented. Well, I was trying to invite myself to Pete's house, and he's going to Houston, so I'm not going to his house for dinner. Anybody wants to invite me over for Christmas, send me the menu. And if I know what it is, if you're sending me guitars and
beat
clams,
this, yeah.
if you can translate, I can come over and eat. So your family's meal, and you're an Italian guy, do you do Feast of the 7 Fishes in your family?
Yeah.
And is it give me some examples of what that would even be, because I'm Italian. By the way, you got me a gig, Pete. You weren't here. I told Dom this when I got here. You're famous. I mean, you were in the Final Four.
no.
You want me to say if I Google you, people know who you are.
Nasties.
So what happened was I did the show with you, and the Italian people found out about it. The Associated Italian Charities, they had me come out to Pappas and speak. And I'm like, you talking to me? And they're like, you're Italian, aren't you? And I'm like, yeah, I am. My mom, like, right off the boat. So that was in July, because it was hot as hell the day I was here. I remember that. It was like 100 degrees the day I was
yeah.
here. And I got a call from Mike. He invited me out to speak. And I'm like, I got a little nervous. You know, I mean, I get invited out to speak sometimes, but, like, these were all Italian people, and they all knew me, and I knew 30 of the men in the room through the city. And I didn't know they were going to be there, and I showed up. I'm like, you knew I was a speaker, and you showed up anyway? They're like, you're going to be good. You're the best speaker we've ever had. So
Can we have them come here and do
no.
a speech?
So they give me this gig, and they tell me that I'm going to speak, and I'm like, what do I have to speak about? Well, you're Italian. Talk about your Italianness. So, and this is God's honest truth. You know, I'm a sort of a bastard child raised in a weird way, and my mom had a lot of off-the-field issues. My Italian mom died 10 years ago. My mom had a rough life. You know, my real mother. Not the mother that everybody knows and loves, my real mother. And she was Italian. So, also ate at Zanino's, by the way. My mother hung out at Zanino's because it was right by her house when she was a girl in the 60s and 70s in Colgate. So, in September, I got invited to do this speech because of what I did with you here and they heard me at DiPasquale's, and I mentioned I was Italian. I have never thought about my Italianness, right? Because you think of me as what? Venezuelan, right?
Venezuelan.
Right. You think because I mentioned that,
And Italian.
but I am Italian on my mother's side. My Italian mother met my Venezuelan father in Dundalk, 1965. They got married to Our Lady of Fatima. By the grace of God, the Luke Carpuzzi Fields and Joseph Lee Field, right? You're okay? So I know you're an East Side guy.
So did you find anything out about your family?
Here's
heritage?
what I did. I don't have any family. That's why I'm trying to invite myself to Pete's house for Christmas. I don't really have any family. My son, that's about it. Got some Venezuelan cousins that live. One lives in Houston. So my mother's Italian. Her father from the old country, Tommy Arena, was my grandfather. He told me his life story in the 1990s at Jasper's. I was not close to my family so much, but he told me his life story coming over, joining the Army before he was old enough. So I started thinking about these stories about my grandfather who, to me wasn't the nicest man, my grandfather, right, my Italian grandfather. So it's not like I'm putting that away. It's just nobody's ever asked me to talk about my Italianness, ever. And my grandfather used to bring me out to his house in Reisterstown and make me Italian meals in the kitchen. He would make sauce, make pizza, and he spoke Italian. He would get the Don Pepino sauce, he would make the pizza. So he was real Italian. Now, he blew the bugle at the racetrack. My grandfather was famous in the racing circles
What was
in
his
the
last
60s.
name?
Arena, A-R-E-N-A, Arena. So he came from the old country. He blew the bugle at the racetrack. He had the Tommy Arena band, and he always wanted to be in Lawrence Welk's band. He played the trumpet, played the bugle. So that was my grandfather, and I'm like, that's all I know about him. If I sat and told you, he told me his life story when I was in my 20s. I wish I would have taped it because I had the ability. I didn't do it, so I only know what I recall, and I didn't spend a lot of time with him in my life. So I get asked to do this Italian thing, and I'm like, he had a brother in Philly. He took me to Philly. His brother was a baker in Philly. His name was Frank Arena, so I Googled it.
Did you?
And he passed away in the 90s. He had a son who was like a crazy uncle to me who once took me in his basement in Philly. His name was Babe. I looked him up. He died in 2003. He's got a sister who's alive, and all of these people your age, the next family who make pizza and they're bakers. So I found them all on Facebook.
It's beautiful.
The week before I went to give the speech because I'm like, I wonder where they are. And they're all Eagles people. They're Philly people. But so anyway, I got cousins. So I haven't reconnected. I don't even want to portray that, but I found them. So being here with you and talking about Italian things, because I talk about Venezuela and Aparicio, why I'm here. But I have this whole Italian thing, and I've never done a Seven Fishes. I don't have an Italian family other than Pete.
It's bringing him back. It's bringing you.
So
you guys are bringing him back.
When I hear these stories, I'm thinking this is the way my grandfather. My grandfather was sitting here and said, "Feast of the Seven Fishes." He spoke to this and that. But I never experienced that because I wasn't from a family full of love in that way. You know what I mean? So that's why I like this kind of. Give me your Feast of the Seven Fishes.
Yeah, like I said, we are packed in a small town house, which is great. We're all together, about 30 people, and we start with the antipasta always. But this time, instead of meats and cheeses, it's seafood based. So we'll have smoked salmon, anchovy, little things to snack on.
But
and then,
fish.
Yes, it's fish.
Fish.
I mean, we'll
in my house I grew up, we had a ham.
Yeah.
And we had sauerkraut and kebab. I mean, that was the holidays. That's why I asked you, what do you do? You're like, everything. And I'm like, but people have idiosyncrasies. In my adulthood, I make green bean casserole because my best friend Mike Fountain's mother made it every Christmas, and I loved it. So I adopted it. I brought it in. People bring things into their meal, but when you're Italian, we do it the same way. So I love traditions.
Yeah,
That's what I'm asking.
and then after that, we do pasta. Normally, there's some type of seafood in there. I don't know what my aunt's going to do this year. We'll have salmon, cod, sometimes swordfish, rockfish, and then we always finish off with salad, but that's not seafood.
You finish off with desserts.
And then,
come
obviously,
on.
dessert.
I got Italian cookies here.
We started, within our family, we started our own tradition.
Once you start eating it,
do you know what
you start
strega
crunching
is?
on my air. He's gonna
Do you know what
mess with my
strega is?
What's strega?
It's a liqueur. Yellow liqueur. I can bring it over, but we started
I'm looking
this
at your
tradition
limoncello here.
Oh yeah, limoncello, of course. There, if you want to.
No, so we
make that.
You make this.
Yes.
This is $45. You're drinking it little. You drink
Yeah.
it like little things, right?
It's super. It's sweet though. It's not harsh at all.
How many proof is this?
That's a great question.
A lot.
Don't ask too many
Don't
questions.
ask too. Just drink it. Just put it over ice.
You want to try some?
Yeah, get
Sure.
that.
Too early?
Yeah. Give me a slice of ice on that too. I want a chili. So
Can you get some ice?
I want to tell you, you've got panettone out here, and I just want to tell a panettone story because it's in the and anybody
3
gets
cups of
panettone,
ice.
come down here to DiPasquale's. You're going to see it in the.
This
in
is
the
actually
wrapping.
Pandoro.
Pandoro.
So
This is-
Pandoro doesn't have the dried fruit inside of it or the cream. It's
I don't
just a
want
sponge
that.
cake.
No, I
this
get that
one,
out of here. So I went to Ovenbird, and look, this is no secret. My wife goes home for the holiday. She's in New Hampshire with her family, right? Hi, Max. I love you. Max is here from Baltimore. Oh, show's going to get spicy next hour. We don't have spicy sausage here. I went to Ovenbird in, which is one of my favorite bakeries in
Little Italy?
Little Italy,
Yeah.
right? So I went in there about 5 or 6 years ago. And my wife's always gone the week before Christmas, 2 weeks before Christmas. She goes away, and I sit here and work and watch the cat and have Christmas home alone. Then she comes home, we have Christmas together. So, and we make a lot of food, make a lot of leftovers. It's great. But I was alone, and I went into Ovenbird about a week before Christmas, and I looked up on the counter, and there was just this beautiful bread. I looked at it.
Have you been to their Highlandtown location?
No.
It's really nice.
All right.
It's beautiful inside.
Well, I've had him on the show.
Yeah. Keeler?
Yeah, upstate New York guy, a farm guy. Small. How do you say small? You say that like
You don't have to drink it
Starbucks.
all.
Vente, doppio.
Just take a little sip. You don't
Is it
have to have it all.
doppio? Is that? Did I say it right? Is that small doppio?
No, doppio means double.
What's small?
Piccolo.
Piccolo. I don't. They don't have that at Starbucks.
Piccolo doppio.
Salute. There you
Salute.
go. Yeah.
Cheers.
All right. Ciao.
Salute.
All the good thing. All right. So I go in, and I was getting her to get a muffin, and I looked up on the counter, and it was this beautiful bread. It was a whole big, and I looked at it, and I wanted to poke it. I wanted to touch it, and it was sort of glistening with things in it and fruits and whatever, and it said panettone on it. And every panettone I'd ever seen looked like it was in a box. It looked like it was made last year. Looked like if I hit it with a chisel, it would disintegrate, right? This thing looked like I wanted to eat it, and I took it home, and I was alone. And the next morning, I'm a nibbler in the morning. I get up 3 in the morning, and I got to have just a little something sweet with my coffee. Just something like these cookies are going to be when I'm eating
You wake
tomorrow.
up at 3 a.m.?
Every day. So,
Thinks he's still in the air.
I took a bite of this bread, and I'm like, that might be the greatest thing I've ever. It had liquor. It was sweet. It had cherries.
That's
it
a
had
true
oranges.
Italian breakfast. You're becoming more Italian every day.
I'm half Italian.
Yeah.
So, you got any Italian in you?
75%. Who?
I'm not 75%. I'm 50.
I'm 100.
Okay. So I ate it, and then I've never had anything like it since. I even went back the next year and got one. It was like the last one. It wasn't nearly as good. It's one of the greatest things I've ever eaten in my life. Fresh pan. And I ate it for like 5 days, and I was trying to save it for my wife, and it's bread. The more you save it,
Yeah, it gets dried out.
it gets worse.
Yep.
By the time she got home, she ate it, and she's like, it's really good. I'm like, you should have tasted it when it was fresh. And she's like, well, I wasn't here. And I'm like, well, I'll get you one next year. And I talked to Keeler about it, and he said he started soaking the brandy and the cherries like in November. He said it was an unbelievable undertaking, not a profitable one for a business, to make that bread. But it was one of the greatest things I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
So when you said to me, you want panettone? I'm like, well, depends what kind of panettone. The one I had was one of the greatest. But I do... I like some fruit in my bread. I do. I mean, that's a little hollow cranberry, some nuts, things like that. I love that. So panettone, you have different kinds, or you make house, or what are we doing here?
Oh, we don't make any, but there's tons of different kinds. This one's my favorite.
Okay.
It has like a Prosecco.
It has wine in it.
It has
Okay.
a Prosecco like cream filling and a dried, I think it's pear. But
my
I
wife
had this
would love
one the
that.
other night.
My
I
wife
brought it to
loves
my
pear.
nana's house. It was so good.
See, and it's big for a human over
Yeah.
a week.
Yeah, you got to bring it to someone's house. and then
Yeah,
you all
I mean,
share
this
it.
is what happened to me.
Yeah.
I looked at the thing, and I'm like, I'm going to be eating that every day for a week, and on day 7 or 8, it's going to be dried out. I know
Yeah.
this, you know? So that's why, like, would I have a slice of it? Yes. But it's a problem with you, us Italian people,
he's
is
given
that
that
we
shit.
bring too much food. And I told you,
Is that a gift for him?
I
Is that a
told him
gift for
something
him?
I
You
shouldn't have
take
told
it.
him, Pete.
Yeah.
He said
want
you
one
can
too?
take it. No,
I said
no.
yesterday I did the show at Fadley's. I took
Bring it to
leftovers.
Houston.
I stopped at Coco's. I took leftovers. My refrigerator is full. I was at Pizza John's the other day. And I'm home alone. And he's Italian. And he already offered to wrap the sausage up. Do you want this? I said, whatever you give me.
They want to give you everything.
It can't be fresh other than a couple of cookies because I cannot eat anymore. I'm doing a show tomorrow at an Asian joint down in Halethorpe, and I know she's giving me pot stickers. I know this. So people are nice to me, Pete. I don't
Well,
know
you
why.
still have
Great.
you still have that bike at home, don't you? That you can get on a treadmill.
No, I'm hot yoga and Planet Fitness. I'm doing a show at Planet Fitness on the 22nd, and I'm going to get clean for 26.
Then you got to bring them back.
Yeah.
All right, we're down
Until
here at
you come back
DiPasquale's.
here.
I'm having delicious limoncello. All right, Max is staring at me. She's still complaining about the officiating. I'm going to square her up on that. We're 6-7. That's what the record says we are. We don't whine. We're Baltimore. We don't complain about the officiating here. But I'll talk to her in a minute about movies and such. Petey, last thing for you before I let you go.
Shoot.
You're an Oriole guy, right, Tom?
Yeah.
Okay. Pete Alonso, come on. I don't know a bigger Oriole fan than him.
Absolutely love it. Love bringing Pete in.
How many is he going to hit next year?
40.
I was going to say 38.
40.
I'd be okay with 38. 38 would be a nice number.
And I'll be happy.
Team
with
got
40.
better this week. It ain't my money. Go spend it.
They got it.
Yeah,
on,
spend it.
They're
Let's
gonna
go.
Spend it. We got much better, and we're not done yet.
You know, we're really good 2 summers ago.
We're not done yet.
2 summers ago, my old pal Pete Caringi's retiring from UMBC, and I'm trying to keep his mind active, keep his mind sharp with these kids in the.
We watched the game when I was.
I invited him down to Essex to do the show. We did the show at McFalls, rod and reel down in the middle of Middle River, far deep Essex. Back River is what I would call it. You came down that day, and here's a mistake I made. I thought, I'm going to invite him down on a Wednesday afternoon. The Oriole game will be on, and I can keep an eye on the Oriole game and shoot the breeze with Caringi, and we'll do the show. And he's distracted by the coffee, the sausage, the cookies, the lemon show. He's distracted by everything because he doesn't have a gig anymore. We got to get you employed and get you busy.
I was
Get you
there
back in
ready to
recruiting
talk
gig.
to him, and then he started talking about food, and I didn't
No.
say it. I wanted to
He
talk about the
sat
Orioles.
for 2 hours, and I'm like, Pete, you're retired. Tell me about UMBC. Damn, double play. What are they? He's talking to the television in the middle of my show.
That's great.
So he loves the
Big
Orioles more than he
Oriole
loved UMBC
fan.
soccer.
Big Oriole fan my whole life.
I couldn't get him to stop watching the game in the middle of the show. And finally,
And
I'm like,
Raven-
all right, I'm
and
taking
Raven
a break.
fan.
I'm taking a break. I'm going to go to the bathroom, and we're going to do this between innings.
I'm a big Baltimore fan. I'm very positive about Baltimore.
I've heard that about you. Pete Caringi is here. I like him. My AI clone likes him. Domenico's here as well.
There's
He
two
is
of you? Oh, my
a part
God.
of the legendary DiPasquale family here in East Baltimore. From Highlandtown to Canton. Last thing for both of you, and this is important because we're neighborhood people. I'm from Dundalk. I used to drive to Highlandtown, try to find girls, go to Hausner's, learn to play the guitar, chitarra at Jaeger's. All the things, Mr. Rivera's Pizza in Highlandtown, all the things that I loved. Epstein's.
It was all there.
All of it was there, from Ikaros right on through, right? Canton and what it has become, and where your family has built a business here in the middle of this sort of Soho sprawl. Like it's sort of a New Yorkian kind of thing. I had no idea. I almost moved into this 3 years ago when I moved out of downtown. We looked at these apartments back here. It was kind of construction-y, and they didn't even have Chick-fil-A back then, you know.
Yeah.
They had a Target, though. Your family moved in here, and now you're in the shadows, and we're getting the sun in our eyes and all that. This won't be a problem a year from now because there'll be a 7-story building here. I'm blown away, and I was here 6 weeks ago, dude. I was here 6 weeks ago getting food with you, getting sausage for my wife.
How fast they build that thing.
It is
absurd.
This neighborhood and what has happened, and this is not an endorsement for Ed Hale in any way. And if Ed wants to come on and endorse himself, he can come on the show because I love Ed. I loved him my life. But I used to sit with Ed at Port East. Port was it called? Port East was called, right? And when he had First Mariner, the first 5 minutes he had First Mariner, it was in the Port East building. Mm-hmm. The tower wasn't there. And Ed Hale and I sat in his office once a month. We'd have lunch together because I was trying to learn how to build a business, and I didn't know anybody more successful than Ed, right? 1990-something, right? 1994, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ed befriended me and always liked me, was always kind to me, and always gave me the best advice I've ever had. advice I didn't listen to that I should have that would have made my life better. Including don't sit on your condo board. That was one of Ed's pieces of advice. Don't be the condo board president. Don't do that. So I didn't do that. He drew me the blueprints of everything this was going to be. We're going to have ships in here. We're going to have ports. We're going to have cruise ships. There's going to be a Target one day, and there's going to be development. You're going to see people are going to want to live in this area. And I looked at him, and I didn't think he had three heads. I thought he's smarter than me. He had $1 million, and I didn't, right? But then he took me with a construction hat into the tower as it was going up, and he took me up to the top of the tower when there was nothing. Scared the shit out of me, man. It was wind blowing through, and it was cold, and it was construction up in that bare building that's been up most of our lifetimes now. It feels like it's been there 20 years, right? But he told me all this was happening all these years ago. And as I sit here right now, you're here,
100%
I'm here,
right.
you're here, they're here, everybody's here, the shopping's here. And as much as the first time around, like I'm looking at the green turtle and thinking that was some Mexican thing before. Things have changed and some businesses have come and gone. But this is real, and you're in the middle of it.
We're not going anywhere.
And you're going to drink the fruits of this for the rest of your life in your family's business because you moved into the neighborhood that's coming, not going, right? Literally, right? This neighborhood's coming. I just said that out loud.
Yeah.
Talk about this a little bit because I bet your business is picking up a percentage point every day or week or month just because there's just more action down here. This is a great place to be. I might wind up living in that building before it's all, like literally. Yeah. People say, will you move back to the city? Matt Gallagher's giving me a hard. I said, when I'm ready, I don't know, when the right opportunity comes and my time in life comes, I'll move back to the city. I love the city.
Well, we're happy with everyone who lives around here. They're telling me, all the management teams at all the properties are telling me they're at 90% capacity, so they're filling these things up. I mean, that's why they're building 420 more units.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I always think we're going to have to open another spot with parking because this right here is for this community, and we need to go to other communities and expand. That's what I think. So.
Well, this is I mean, the cranes move. There are men on a crane 60 feet from my head right now above this building, above my car. Be careful up there, fellas. Don't drop anything down there. I got insurance, though. Thanks for hosting me, as always. Max is going to come over here. Max, you hungry?
Yes, always.
Oh, my God. What a place this is to be hungry. I went through this.
They're going to feed you.
I'm going to leave you guys with a little AI because I want to blow your mind with an AI thing. I'm in an AI class. I have a clone now. I love you guys. I love Max. I can't wait to go home and play with it more. And I have Christmas caroling with my 89-year-old middle school teacher tonight in Sparrows Point. I have a funeral to go to. I love you, Sam Miller, and your husband and your family. She was Art Modell's personal assistant for many, many years. She lost her husband. So I'm doing all this stuff, but the AI thing, it's occupying my mind in my spare time the last month because I'm seeing things it can do that I'm not thinking about it blowing up the world or all the awful things it's going to do. I'm thinking about how I can use it. This is the neatest part. So I took this 12-hour sort of TED Talk. It's a Tony Robbins thing, so you give you the why, not the how. Here's why it's going to help you, and then I'll show you how to do it. So you're not asking, what am I doing or how? So the first day, the teacher comes on, and he speaks like Niels, the man who saved my wife's life. He's like German. He's got a German accent. He said, I have a picture of my refrigerator. Why would I take a picture of my refrigerator for AI? Well, I have 2 young children, and all they want to do, like Max and like Nestor, is eat. All they want to do is eat. And they come, Daddy, what can you make me? What do I have to eat? So I take a picture of my refrigerator, what's in it, just one picture. I put it up, and it gives me a full menu of every possible thing I can make, including dressings for salads. I see eggs, I see oil, I can make it gives me an entire menu in 1 second of everything it sees in my refrigerator. And then I will say, menu for my children, and if it knows my children have an intolerance to peanuts, or they don't like celery, or they don't like mustard, takes it out. And it sort of blew my mind. I'm like, what? And that had nothing to do with running my business, but it was kind of a wow thing. So the AI thing has gotten me crazy. That's all.
Sounds like it.
And right now, if you took a picture of my freezer, I can make a whole bunch of things because it's got your sausage in it. So we're down here at DiPasquale's. Max is going to come in. We're going to argue about sports, food, baseball, my Best of Baltimore award. She's already giggling.
She's got Baltimore Magazine.
She runs Baltimore Magazine. She's the editor-in-chief. She's chief. You either got to run a fire department or a magazine to be a chief. I'm the chief of all things at Maryland Lottery giveaways. We're giving Raven scratch-offs away down here. My friends at GBMC kept me alive, and I'm appreciative for that. I'm going to try to kill myself here through the holidays because I'm going to keep eating food. I'm going to be with fantastic Asian folks over at Honey's. They're going to give me pot stickers tomorrow. I'm going to be at Costas next Thursday with Rock and Rollers. I'm going to be at Gertrude, so you know I'm going to be well fed with John Shields next week. And we're going to be at Planet Fitness trying to get skinny. But I'm going to bring over... I'll bring over a Greek salad from Costas, but I'm going to bring some crab cakes over as well. Back for more is the Maryland Crab Cake Tour. We're in Canton, and the sun's in my eyes like superstar Billy Graham. Back for more here in the construction zone at DiPasquale. Stay with us. We're feasting on 7 fishes and limoncello.